Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Disbury Art Studio and I'm Sally. And in today's video we're going to be doing 9 different smocking designs. I've done a video like this before and I just thought I would update it. At the time I did it on white fabric and I got a little bit of feedback saying that you found it difficult to see the white thread on the white fabric. Fair enough. And I'm using a slightly different fabric and a different colour. So here are the 9 different designs.
First one, we're going to be doing an arrow pattern and I'm using this gorgeous neoprene fabric, which is quite spongy and is quite soft, very flexible and quite tough. I'm really happy to be using this with the design because the arrow pattern has been a video that has been very popular. I did quite a while ago, but I'm going to do this to begin with. And we have got 11 inches across and 8 inches down grid. And I've marked out the design. You can see the arrows, every other one right next to one another, every 2. Let us begin, and I'm using upholstery thread as per. We're going to work really quickly because I need this done, this video done ASAP. So I'm going to do a tiny little stitch to begin with at the top right, small stitch there at the point, and another little stitch up at the top there, and I'm going to pull those 2 together, push them in and pop another little stitch through the fabric. I'm going to take my needle through the loop, pull and just pop another little knot over the top, and you can see the fabric is starting to come up and have a bit of structure there. So now I'm going to jump down to the next arrow. So it's going to be a diagonal, and I'm going to just pop a little stitch there. I'm going to just keep the thread nice and slack, and then I'm going to continue the design, so down to the point and up and repeat. So I am going to do the first column. So I just head down to the bottom and I'll show you what that looks like, and then I'm going to be working across to finish it. That's the first row done. Looks like that. And now I'm going to start back at the top and work down and do all of the columns to finish off. All done. So you can see that has shrunk quite a bit. It's actually shrunk to 5 inches across, 5 inches down. And then you can just turn it around and there is the arrow smocking. Okay, for the next one we're going to do brickwork smocking. This is the pattern and we have got 8 inches down and 11 across, and we're going to start at the bottom of the piece and we're going to do a small little stitch, one in the middle there, and then one up to the top, and we are going to, sorry if you can hear Layla the cat, right, and we're going to pull those, draw the fabric together and pop a little stitch through the fabric there, and I'm going to tie a knot. So that's just going to hold that together, and then we're going to jump up to the next arrow and I'm going to put a little stitch in the middle there, and I'm also going to put another one just to keep that thread nice and flat, and then we're going to jump down to the bottom over here. Okay, and we're going to pull that fabric in, pop a little stitch, and then we're also going to do the same up here. So small stitch, going to pull that in and pop a little stitch there to keep it all together. Hope you're following along with this. I'll just put another little knot there, and then I would start again down on the next column, So there's a space, then there's the next column, and I'm going to keep going all the way along. That is the first column and looks like that. I'm going to crack on with the others. Finish that one off the Brickwork smocking, and it has reduced to 5 inches across and 3 down, and this is what it looks like. Just pull that out there, like so. This is the Lattice smocking pattern. And across we've got 11 inches, 1 inch grid, and 8 inches down. We're going to start down at the bottom here, a tiny little stitch up to the top left. Give that a little pull in, press the fabrics together, and you're just going to tie a knot there. And then we are going to go straight up. I'm just going to pop another stitch in. So I don't want that stitch going anywhere. And then we're going to just head down to the bottom left. Give that a little pull in and put a stitch right across there. And I'm going to follow straight up again. So I'm going to do this column up to the top, and then I'll show you again what it looks like. We've just finished the first column, and that's what it looks like. And then I'll jump on to the rest like that on the back, and that is the lattice smocking. It has shrunk to 6 across and 4 down. So this pattern is the Honeycomb smocking pattern, and I have used dots for every inch, and I've got 11 across and 8 down. So all you're going to want to do is, I've just measured how much thread I want across the top, and then I've put a knot in at the other end, and then I'm just going to come up from the back, and I'm going to do a long stitch to that first dot, go underneath the fabric, and do another runner stitch underneath the fabric until I get to the other side. And then I'm going to complete all of the others in exactly the same way. For the honeycomb smocking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up from the back here. So I put a knot in my thread, and then I'm going to pinch the first 2 together, my needle, whoops, through there, and just do a couple of stitches there to keep the pleats together, and take it back down and tie a knot on the back. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the same on this one as well. Then I'm going to pinch this one in and pop a stitch there, and I'm also going to do the same on that one. So I'm coming up through the back and popping a stitch over the pleats. Honeycomb smocking done. Then just pull all of the threads out, and then we would just get rid of the water-soluble pen, a little pussycat if you can see her. There we go. And then what we would do is I would just get rid of the water-soluble pen. This is the design for wave smocking, and we're going to start at this top left, small stitch, top left square with the top right, and then we're going to draw those 2 in, pop a little stitch across